A warning shot from the past echoed across the Red Bull ring, and according to Juan Pablo Montoya, Lewis Hamilton's battle with Max Verstappen proved one thing: some rivalries never truly disappear. 5 years after their explosive title fight changed Formula One forever, the 7-time world champion showed that he still remembers every chapter of that war. While George Russell controlled the Austrian Grand Prix from pole position and cruised to victory, much of the attention shifted to the fierce duel unfolding behind him. Hamilton and Verstappen once again found themselves wheel to wheel, exchanging positions and fighting hard for every inch of asphalt. It was one of the most intense moments of the race, and it immediately brought back memories of their legendary clashes. The tension reached another level when Hamilton was investigated for allegedly forcing Verstappen off the track during one of their battles. However, the stewards reviewed the incident and decided that no further action was necessary. The fight remained aggressive but fair. Yet for Montoya, the real story was not the investigation. It was the emotion behind the driving. This is where things change. Speaking to F1 TV, Montoya made it clear that he believes Hamilton's approach was influenced by history. "I think the battle was really good," he said. "People sometimes forget what happened between Max and Lewis before, but Lewis doesn't forget." He then delivered an even stronger statement. "When you're a driver and somebody has run over you before, you don't forget. And if you can give it back, you're going to do it all the way. That's what we saw today. That's the real issue." The reason those comments carry so much weight is because the scars of 2021 still exist. Hamilton and Verstappen fought one of the most controversial championship battles Formula One has ever seen. Their season-long war produced dramatic collisions at Silverstone, Monza and Jeddah. Every race felt personal, every overtake felt like a statement, and everything ultimately came down to the final lap of the infamous Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, where Verstappen secured his first world title. Since then, their careers have followed very different paths. Verstappen went on to win 3 more championships and establish himself as the dominant force of the era. Hamilton, meanwhile, endured difficult seasons with Mercedes during the ground effect era before making his high-profile move to Ferrari in 2025. But Austria showed that the competitive fire between them remains very much alive, and it may not stop here. What made the battle even more fascinating was the fact that neither driver was fighting for victory. Verstappen started 5th and recovered to finish 2nd behind Russell. Truck racing I did a little bit of, single-seater touring cars, sports cars, and Hamilton began 3rd and crossed the line in 5th place. Yet despite the positions involved, their duel became one of the defining moments of the entire weekend. This changes everything because it proves that whenever these two share the same piece of track, the atmosphere instantly changes. The bigger question now is whether Austria was simply a brief flashback or the beginning of another chapter, as Ferrari continues chasing performance and Verstappen remains one of the benchmarks of the grid. Opportunities for future battles are likely to increase. And if Montoya is right, neither man has forgotten what happened in 2021. That means every future confrontation could carry a little extra intensity, a little extra emotion, and perhaps a little unfinished business. What's your take on this situation? Share your opinion below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Formula One updates. Truck racing I did a little bit of, single-seater touring cars, sports cars, and